So next we will see the different sheet and sheet objects of QlikView. Different sheet objects of QlikView. So if you right click anywhere in the front end of the dashboard, new sheet object. So if you see here, we are having list box, statistical box, multi box, table box. So charts we have already covered. Button, text object, line, calendar object. So these objects we will see, each and every object will have also some properties. So list of objects is nothing but list box, table box, multi box, statistical box, text object, button object, calendar object, container object, input box. So these objects we will see. So each object will have again one use and some properties will be there for each and every object. So this each and every object with one example we will see here. So if you take any list box here and add any column, you have many properties for the list box. If you right click on this, we'll see the general tab, expression tab, sort, properties. So once if you cover one object properties, other object properties also will be same, but only some differences will be there in the properties. So for that I will take another dashboard. I will close this all dashboards. So I am taking one new dashboard and there we will see about this each and every object properties. First we will see about list box and list box object properties. Later we will see the other object properties. Yes. So taking the new application here, name. So this is my dashboard. So on this dashboard we will see the each and every object properties. Layout, add sheet. First one, right click, new sheet object. First one is list box. So what is the use of list box means, whenever if you want to find out any distinct values for particular column, you normally use the list box. In a list box you can have only one column, and for that column if you want to find out the distinct values, we normally use here list box. Now suppose now if you see here, it is showing me number of distinct values for that particular list box, for that column, office column. So now if I right click on this, we have many properties: general tab, expression, sort, presentation, number, font, layout, and caption tab. So many properties are there. So each tab properties we will see in detail what is the use of each and every properties. Using these properties we will be designing your front end objects. So first we will see the properties of this general tab. So in the general tab, as it is a list box, you have an object ID for a list box. As it is a list box, I am having LP and title is there. So what is the use of this title option means, right now I am showing my list box object title as office. Some user will ask, I don't want office, I want to change it as office ID or something like that. I want to change my title. So here itself you can directly change it to office ID. Click on apply, click on OK. Like that you can change the title. So that is the use of this title option. But still again, after changing the title, you want to have the same column name as title means, again you can use this use as title option and you can change your title to the original name. Like that you can use it. Next properties of this general tab is about this show frequency option. What is this show frequency means? Suppose this is my office IDs. I want to know how many times office 1 is under office 1 how many are there, under office 2 how many are there. I want to show the count, means I can enable the show frequency option. Means office 1 is 5, office 2 is 7, office 3 is 9. Like that I can show the frequency. If I want to show this frequency in percentages, I can show in percentages. Out of 100, 1 office is 14, 2 is 20, more is office 3, under office 3 more people are there. Like that I can show in percentages using this show frequency option. Next, coming to the other option here called as show alternatives. What is the use of this show alternatives option? Means normally in QlikView, if I select anything, automatically my selected will be in green color like this. Okay, so others will be in the gray color like this. Okay, my requirement is if I select anything, the selected one must be green color and other non-relevant data must be in other color, yellow color, something like that. So if I want like that, means I need to go to properties here. Okay, settings, document properties, triggers. I first remove this trigger. Okay, click on OK, apply. Okay. So now if I select anything, it is showing me this color. I want to show the non-relevant in other color, means go to properties and enable show alternatives option. Click on apply, click on OK. So now your selected one will be in the green color and the relevant non-relevant will be in this yellow color like this. Like that you can change the color. That is the use of that option. Coming to the next properties here, hide excluded option. What is the use of this hide excluded option? Means if you select anything, it is showing me the selected value and the not selected values are also, it is showing me 2, 3, 4 and 5 which I have not selected. Sometimes user will ask, if I select anything, I must see only the selected value. Whichever I have not selected, I must not see this value, it must get hidden. So for that, what we can do means, you can go to this properties and enable this option called as hide excluded. Click on apply, click on OK. Now if you whatever you selected one, click on clear. Take office ID again, sometimes it won't work. Office field, office list box. So normally if I select, I am able to see here. Now see here. So if I select anything here, I am able to see not selected values also like this. But whatever I selected, I want to see only that selected value and rest I don't want to see, means there I need to enable this option called as hide excluded. Go to this list box properties and select here hide excluded. So only selected value will be visible to you, other not selected value will be excluded. That is the option of hide excluded option, how we use based on user requirement. Next option is here is read only option. What is this use of read only option? Means now I am able to select anything in my list box and I am able to do anything, but some users will ask, I don't want to select anything in this object. This object I want to use only just for seeing the data. I don't want to select anything from here. Means what you can do is, you can go to this properties, enable this option called as read only, click on apply, click on OK. Now if you can see here, you cannot select anything from this object. It is just used for only for seeing the data. Like that you can make it as read only. Click on apply, OK. Coming to the next properties here, always one selected value. So this option itself telling that always one selected value, you need to select at least one value, then only this option will be visible. So what is this always one selected value? Means this is my list box. I am able to select one value or two values or 3, 4, any number of values. I am able to do the selection in my list box. My requirement is, I want to select only one value at a time. More than one value I don't want to select in this list object. So at that time what you can do means, you can go to this properties and you can enable this option called as, first to select any one value under this and go to this properties and select here always one selected value. click on apply, click on OK. Now if you can see here, if you try to select more than one value, you cannot select. At a time you can select only one value. Even if you click on clear, it won't get clear, because the option itself is always one selected value. Always select me one value. More than one value also you cannot select, and it will be always selected. Like that you can use this always one selected value option. Click on clear. Next one is going to the properties here, override lockout field option. So what is the use of this override lockout field option is, suppose I have selected some two values and I can lock the selection here by using this lock option on the top. So after locking it, I cannot select anything from this. So because it has been locked, and I cannot select anything from this object. So even after locking my object, if I want to select something, means you can go to these properties and enable here override lockout field. Click on apply, click on OK. So even after locking the object also, you can able to select the values. Like that you can use it. Again, if you unlock it, it will be normal. And this show as preview option I have shown you by working on the hierarchy function. Already we have discussed this option, how to show the hierarchies. Next we will mainly see about the different kinds of search modes available in QlikView. So here we have wildcard search, Fuji search, normal search, associative search, like that. So what is this search conditions, how we use, I will show you. For that I will take one text object. Instead of this I will take one text object, not text object. I will take a list box and I will add one text data. Any first name column or some first name column I will add. Okay. So if you see, for any list box, defaultly one search icon will come here. It is a default. I can search on any name or something like that. Suppose I want to show the names which are starting with A letter, means if I click on this, it will show me only the list of the names which will show me which are starting with first name A. So that is the default search in QlikView. That is a normal search, is the default search. But sometimes user will ask, if I click on any letter and if I search on any alphabet, I want to show the names, whichever names are having that letter. But normally it will show me the names which will start with A letter only. But I want to show wherever A letter is there, those all names I want to show in my list box. So like that, if you want to search in your list box, means you need to change your search mode. How to means, go to properties, under this go to your general and make it as, instead of default search is normal search, make it as wildcard search. Click on apply, click on OK. Now see here, if you click on any alphabet, it will show me the list of names wherever that alphabet is there. Previously it was showing me only the starting letter of that was there, those names are it was showing, but now it will show all the names wherever that alphabet is there. Like that it will show me. That is wildcard search. Next one is Fuji search. What is Fuji search means? If I search here, first I want to show the first names which wherever that character is there. After that I want to show non-relevant data also here. Non-relevant data means whichever first names are not starting with that letter also I want to see, means you can go to this properties and make it as Fuji search, apply, OK. Now see here, if you search in any alphabet, first it will show me whichever are starting with that alphabet, and later it will show me the other names also. Tom, Joy, this and all does not have the B letter, even that is also showing me under this. That is Fuji search. Again, if you make it as normal search, means again that will be the default search in QlikView. So if you click on any letter, it will show me the names which are starting with that letter only. That is a default search, normal search. And finally, if I make it to associative searches, click on apply. Final search is associative search. So how it will work means, if I click on this, means if I click on any alphabet, in my entire dashboard, for whichever columns have values are having with that A letter, entire those list it will show me. But associative search we will not directly apply to a list box. We have here one more object. If you right click here, new sheet object, we have one search object. So take this search object and click on OK. So this kind of search object we normally keep on the left hand side of your dashboard, so that if user want to search in his dashboard whichever names are starting with particular letter, he can click on that and he can see. So you want to show the list of the names which are having the F letter, means for the entire dashboard you can click on the search object and you can see. That is the use of this search object. Associative search we normally use under search object, another object. So these are my general tab properties of my list box. So the common general tab properties in my list box. Next we will see what and all are the properties in the expression tab, how we use the expressions. So normally we might not be using many times writing expressions in my list box. Normally if you want to write expressions, you will use the charts and you will write the expressions. But in some requirements, some user will ask to write some expressions on list box also. What means, suppose this is my office IDs. Office wide I want to show sum of year salary and count of employees in the here itself. So for that I need to go to expression and I need to write the expression. Go to expression and click on add. And write here sum of year salary. For all the offices, what is the yearly salary I want to see. So this is for different offices yearly salary. And I want to write one more expression which I want to show the count of employee IDs. Make it as count of employee ID. Okay, apply. Okay. So this will show me the count of employee IDs also. This is year salary and this is the count of employee IDs for under office ID. Under office 1 5 employees, and office 2 7, office 3 9. So this is the sum of year salary. Like that you can write the expressions and you can show the users this expression values here. And suppose you have written the expression and if you don't want to see that expression value, means for time being you can disable the expression by disabling this option. Click on apply, click on OK. So normally now count of employee ID will not be shown for you. And again if you want to enable, you can enable it. And you can use some prompt options also here. Suppose first I am showing sum of year salary, next I am showing count of employee ID. First I want count of employee ID, later I want sum of year salary. Like that means you can promote or demote your this one. Select this one. If I want to move it to first, I can promote it to first. First it will show me count, later it will show me the sum. Like that you can, whatever way you want to arrange, you can arrange here. Next here important option is about this always and condition. What is this always and condition means? Right now, irrespective of the selection, this sum of year salary is showing. Irrespective of selections, the sum of office salary is showing. But based on condition, I want to hide this sum of year salary. So this sum of year salary value I want to hide based on some condition. So how I want to hide based on some condition means, so I will promote it. So normally if the condition value is 0 means, if this condition value is 0 means, don't show that expression value. Suppose I will pass here 0. Click on OK. If you can see here, you are not able to see the sum of year salary, even if you have enabled. If this value becomes 1 means, it will show that expression value. So like that, according to QlikView logic, in any condition, if this value becomes 0, don't show that one. If it is 1, show that one. So now I will write some condition. Based on that condition, this sum of year salary will be hidden. So how means, I will take one list box, add one employee ID like this, and I will write the condition. Go to expression and write here condition equal to get selected count of, means if my selected count is of employee ID equal to 1. If I select only one employee ID, then only show me that expression, otherwise don't show me that expression. Click on OK, click on apply, click on OK. Now if you see this, your sum of year salary is not displayed to you. If you select one employee, it is showing me the sum of year salary. If I select more than one also, it is not showing me the sum of yearly salary value, because your condition is not satisfied. If you select like this, automatically this condition value will become 0, because what is your condition? Get selected count of employee ID equal to 1. If your selection is only 1, if you select only one employee ID, then only show me that sum of year salary, otherwise hide that sum of year salary value. So if you select on any employee ID, then it will show me. That is how we use that condition. For based on condition you can hide your expression values. That is the use of this condition tab. And next we have some representations in a list box. Suppose if I want to show this expression value in some image format, in graphical format, means you can show. So again I will make my expression always instead of condition. Click on apply, click on OK. Now I want to show this sum of year salary based on some expressions I want to show in graphical format or something image format. So I can change the representation to LED representation, or I can change it to linear gauge. Whatever the different representations I want, I can change my images into the image option. That is the representation you can test. Default will be the text. That is the expression tab properties, how we use and how we align our, how we'll write our expressions and how we hide based on condition. Next we'll move to the sort option. So you might be coming to know nothing but sort means if you want to sort your data. So it is a numerical data. It has been sorted in ascending order, increasing order. Suppose if I want to sort in descending order, I can sort it. Go to sort option here and select here descending. Click on apply. Okay, now this is my descending order 5 4 3 2 1. Like that, ascending order or descending order, if you want you can sort. Because this is a numerical data, that's why it comes under numerical. Suppose if you are working on text data, so this is character data, automatically a sort option will come under text. If you want to sort in Z to A order or A to Z order, whatever way you want, you can sort. This is my Z to A order, means first Z to A order. A to Z order also, if you want to sort, you can sort on A to Z order. So this is how we use this sort option and how I sort my data. And coming to this sort option here, now we have some expression tab here. What is the use of expression tab under this sort option? Means normally if you see here, I have sorted my data based on office ID values, but next my requirement is I want to sort the data based on the sum of year salary. So whichever sum of year salary is first, I want to show like that, ascending or descending order I want to sort based on sum of year salary. So for that what you can do means, you can go here, under this you can write here expression equal to sum of year salary. So year salary wise I want to sort in descending order. So like that you can give here sum of year salary, apply. Okay, now if you see here, it is sorted on sum of year salary. That's why this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth. Like that, based on sum of year salary also you can sort by using this expression. That is the use of this expression tab. Next I will show you this state ascending order option, how we will be using. Okay, what is that state ascending option, how we will be using means, I will show on this one. Sort option, remove everything, click on apply. So now see here I have selected office ID 3. So if I select office ID 3 means my selection will be there only. My requirement is if I select any office ID, whatever I have selected office ID, that office ID selection must move to the top or bottom. So if I select 3 means automatically the selection must move to the top of my object or bottom of my object. Like that if you want to do means, you need to go to properties and enable here ascending or descending order state. Now see here, if you select 4, your selection will be moved to the top. If you click on clear, it will normal. If you click on 5, your selection will be moved to the top. Like that you can use this state option for ascending or descending. Descending means it will work in opposite. Whatever is your selection will move to the bottom. Suppose I selected 1, your selection moves to the bottom. Like that you can use this state ascending or descending option. Based on this you can sort your data. Okay, and coming to this final one, we have one load order option here. What is this load order option, how we use, I will show in this employee ID list box. So these are my employee IDs are having. So it is showing me in ascending order, increasing order, but in the source, if you see my source data for this file, insurance manual files, this employee ID is coming from this employee office table. I will open the table. These are my employee IDs. Okay, so according to the source, employee ID 24 is first, employee ID 1 is second, employee ID 2 is third, employee ID 3 is 4. So in the front end also, some users will ask, I want to show the data according to the source. So then you can use this load order option. Go to properties and select here load, remove everything options and select load order and give here original, apply. Okay, so now if you see here, according to the source date, it is showing me the employee ID. Like that you can sort. If you want reverse of your load order, reverse means first I want 161, 30, 29, like that. In that reverse order, if you want means you can select here reversed, apply. Okay, so in the reverse order it will show me the values like that. In whichever way you want, you can have in the reverse order of your source. That is the sort option. Next we will move to the presentation tab. Under presentation tab, what options you might be useful. Under presentation tab, suppose if I want to change this presentation, I want check boxes or some LED boxes, means I can go to properties and here I can select here LED one, LED thing. This is LED. If I want LED check boxes also, I can make it as LED check boxes. So checkbox means you can select more than one value. You can change the representation of your text list box. If you want radio button, means nothing but corner tag is here radio button, means you can select only one at a time. Radio button means only one selection is possible at a time. This is radio button. Click on clear. Corner tag, like that you can change the presentations here in the presentation tab properties. Next properties here is I have shown you normally this single column order by column how we will be using. So if I want to show this office IDs in horizontal format, means I can go and I can remove the single column order by column and I can show in horizontal format like this. That is the use of that option. And next one is, if I want to increase my height and width of my list box, means I can use here, go to properties, I can use here wrap cell text and I can increase my height and width of my text object. Now it will show me in bigger height and width of my object. Like that I can use this text object and I can increase the height. If I want to increase still more height like 4 or something like that also, you can use in a bigger way. You can increase your list box height and everything. Again I will make it as 1. Now it is fine. Like that you can increase the height. That is the use of the presentation. And number tab, how you might be using means I will take one date column into one list box and I will show you how we will use this. Hire date I am taking. So this is my hire date. I am showing in month, date and year format. So I want to change the format, means you can go to this properties under number tab, override the settings, select here date. I want to show in DD MMM and YYY format, like that. Like that I can change my hire date according to the requirement. Whichever representation if you want to change, you can change the presentation by using this number tab. That is the use of this number tab. And coming to this font option, this is nothing. Whenever if you want to change the font color of your font of your text object, you can change. So currently this is this one, Tahoma. Suppose if you want to change it to Times New Roman, like that you can change the text. So if you see here, this heading text will be changed. That is, you can change the font of your object. Next we will move to the layout and we will see some properties in the layout tab. What properties and all we will mainly see in the layout tab, I will show you. the layout tab. Now take this object. Layout tab is firstly this themes. We will use this themes. What is this theme means? Right now my object is in this color. I want to change the color of this object. You can go to this properties and click on this layout and click on this apply theme, and you can change here any, you can select any aqua color and you can apply. So like that I can change my color of my object by using that themes, default themes. So now I will show one more object here, one format painter option. What is that format painter option? Means this option on the top. So this option will be available in Excel tool also. So what is this option means? I want to apply this color to all the objects. I want all the objects in this same color like this. So if you want all the objects in that same color means you need to go to properties and go to layout, apply theme, and again you need to change the color. So instead of doing that one, what we can do means we have one format painter option. Select this object, select format painter and click on apply, and select this format painter, click on apply, click on this one. Like that you can apply the colors to many objects like this. You can select it, format painter, apply. Like that you can change the color of your objects at a time by changing one object. Rest of objects using format painter you can change. That is this option how we use format painter. Now if you come here, you will see here one more option here, very important, always and condition. So this option we have in expression tab also, always and condition, and in the layout also we are having. So then what is the difference and all, we will see now what is the difference between there and here. Okay, if you write any condition under expression tab under this one means it will only hide the expression values. But if you write any condition under layout condition tab, if this condition is not satisfied means entire this object will be hidden, entire this office object will be hidden. Like that is the difference. So now I will write one condition here equal to get selected count of, this time I will give employee ID not equal to 1. Not previously I have given employee ID equal to 1, not equal to 1. Click on OK, click on apply, click on OK. Okay, so now see here, employee ID not equal to 1, that's why it is showing me this object. If I select employee ID 1 means that condition is not satisfied. Now this enter your office object ID is hidden because employee ID not equal to 1, but now it is equal to 1.